If you own land or a house in Knox County, or if you're planning on buying a piece of property here in East Tennessee anytime soon, you need to stop what you're doing and look at this map. Now, I've been selling real estate in East Tennessee for over 10 years, and this is one of the biggest changes I've seen, and a lot of people aren't even talking about it. The local government has officially rolled out Advanced Knox, a massive, sweeping 20-year growth blueprint that completely rewrites the rules on what can be built, where it can be built, and what your property rights actually look like. The old zoning rules are going out the window, and if you aren't paying attention to the new land use maps, you could wake up to a high density commercial development right outside your back door. Or worse, as a buyer, you could buy a parcel of land thinking you can subdivide it, only to find out that the new blueprint legally forbids it. Today, we're pulling up the raw maps, breaking down the winners and losers of this 20-year plan, and looking at real time local examples, like the highly discussed Halls Community Rezoning case 7K26DP, heading to a major hearing on July 9th. So let's dive into the truth behind Advanced Knox. So, what exactly is Advanced Knox? Over the last couple of years, our local leaders have been building a comprehensive blueprint to manage the explosive influx of people moving to the Knoxville area. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a complete overhaul of how Knox County handles infrastructure, transportation, and residential land use. The county has essentially drawn clear lines in the sand, dividing our region into distinct growth tiers. They are mapping out where high density master planned communities are allowed to expand and where rural agricultural spaces are going to be strictly preserved. If you look at the western corridor out towards Hardin Valley or certain pockets of North Knoxville, the new blueprint is heavily fast tracking infrastructure to support major growth. For homeowners in those zones, your equity is sitting on a rocket ship because commercial developers are hunting for parcels. But if you look at our rural suburban hybrids, like parts of Gibbs, Coreyton, or outer South Knox, the county is clamping down to preserve the rural character. As a buyer looking for acreage, this is fantastic news if you want to ensure your mountain views stay pristine. But as a local homeowner or landowner, if you are planning on selling off 5 acres of your pasture for a quick retirement payoff, these new density restrictions might completely change your timeline. And this isn't some far off concept for the future. It's happening right now in our local communities. For example, look at planning case 7-K-26-DP in the Halls community. That's going to bring a new Home Depot into a fairly rural area. And it's going to go up for a rezoning hearing that's scheduled for July 9th. This is the exact type of developmental clash the Advanced Knox blueprint is designed to regulate. Locals are rightfully concerned about traffic bottlenecks, infrastructure strain, and now a major commercial developer stepping in. It's going to shift the residential property values in the surrounding neighborhoods. When you see a community page blowing up or rumors about what's coming to town, the answer is always hidden right here in the official Planning Commission filings. The moral of the story is simple. The secret of East Knoxville is out, and Knox County is actively planning for the next 2 decades of growth. You cannot rely on what a neighborhood looked like 5 years ago to dictate what it will look like 5 years from now. If you're an out of state buyer trying to navigate these shifting zoning maps from afar so you don't accidentally buy in the wrong zone, reach out to my team. We track these planning commission cases block by block. And if you're a local Knox County homeowner sitting on property right now, your equity is shifting along with these maps. If you want a private, no pressure analysis of exactly how the Advanced Knox blueprint impacts your specific property lines and neighborhood value, hit the link or text me directly at the number below. Make sure to hit subscribe to stay ahead of the local market, and I'll see you on the next one.